Welcome to my kindergarten. Hey guys, I'm teacher Jang. I've been teaching and working in China for 10 years. And I just want to show you my school where I work at. So this is NKCS, or Nam Wai King's College School. But now it's called the Wuxi DuPont Arts School of Arts and Science. They had to change the name because of the government regulations. So this is the entrance to my kindergarten that I work at. Let's just buzz it in. So this is the reception. Okay, we've got the staff here, and we usually got a monthly display of whatever theme that we're doing at the moment. We've got the nurse's office. Okay, it's got lights are turned up because today is Saturday, and I just happened to come in because we have open day tomorrow on Sunday morning, and I had some time today, and I just want to come and just set some stuff up while I'm here. This is our music room. This is one of my responsibility, is the house. We have a house activity in KG, and this is a house art wall. So we have once a year, we have a house art activity where they all design a cool little canvases, and we display them for a year. And we'll do one again next year as well. And here is our sensory garden, where you can meet our resident chicken. So we have 4 chickens. They're about a year old now. So, hey guys, and I've been feeding them, raising them for a year. And they just started laying eggs. Let's see if they got any eggs today. Oh, we got an egg today. So they usually have about 1 egg a day on average. So which is cool. That's our sensory garden. Okay, so this is our nursery and KG1 classroom, the corridors. So this is our STEAM classroom. So all the classes have STEAM class once every fortnight. So a couple of displays. In here we've got a middle playground. We have 3 playgrounds in this kindergarten: middle, south, and the west playground. And this is one of the classrooms. And as you can see, the classroom is not a one giant space, but rather there's a 2 separate classroom, and you've got little indoor pods. So teachers can sort of have smaller groups and classes and different activities, so you don't have one giant room where it can be all noisy, and you have just a smaller working area for teachers and students. I'll show you my classroom in more detail a bit later when I get there. So the middle playground, there's a slides, bicycles, and outdoor sand area. So this is one of the nursery classroom, nursery B. It's our youngest in the classroom, in the school. And this is our nursery A classroom. It's pretty cool, huh? Color is going to start nursery from September. Exciting. So this is the PE room. So I just spent a couple of hours setting up the PE room for tomorrow's open day activity. So one of my responsibilities for tomorrow is running the PE class tomorrow, sensory class tomorrow. I'll show you guys what I'm going to do tomorrow. So this is the sensory PE room. So I got the climbing walls kids can go up to. So the theme is Super Mario, and they're supposed to punch a break, grab one of the mushroom balloons, go through the obstacle course, and put it back. And they got some other obstacle courses they can go through. Got some tunnels and little ramps and bridges and things that they need to go through. Okay, and they've also got some little couple of stairs and some padded areas in the slide. We've got some the bars to hang and some climbing walls. Yeah, so I just spent about 2 hours setting up the room because I didn't want to come tomorrow morning early and set it up. So I just decided to spent some time setting it up this morning. Okay, so next. This is the art room. Let's have a look at the art room. This is really cool. Kids love it. So this is the art classroom. So my kids, usually they have like a class once a week. And they have art. Yeah. Yeah, sure. So this is the KG2 classroom area, the corridor. This one is an empty classroom for now. They use it for CCAs, like drums and other things. So all the lights are off because, again, it's Saturday. We have a teacher's office, the printers and thing. So the classroom layout is almost similar. You got the two separate classrooms. Usually one of them is used for like classes, another one used for like activities or nap time, and with the pods. This is a KG2C. This is my daughter's classroom, Naita. Yeah, she loves it. She loves going to school every day. She's usually one of the first ones to come and the last ones to leave. Oh man, she loves school. Because there's so many things that you can do. Arts, craft, a role play area. It's like she loves it because there's so much things that kids can do and play compared to what we can do at home. So she loves it. The artworks. What else? This is KG2B. It's really cool. Okay, so we got some. Also, they also have a little outdoor area they can use for games and play on the good days. So another classroom as well. All right, so let's have a look. Okay, so over there is the kitchen. So our kindergarten, we have a separate kitchen compared to the main school. So everything's prepared separately. So the kids can't eat any spicy food, so they control all that. And they have a special meals for kindergarten kids. So this is what we call the multi-purpose room, MPR. They set up the chairs because we have an open day, and they're going to do some presentation here tomorrow for the parents. Yeah. All right, so let's go have a look at the KG3 classroom. So in kindergarten in China, it's divided into 3 years, KG1, or KG2, KG3, or Xiaoban, Zhongban, Daban. So nowadays, it's usually divided into 4 years, 4 levels. So you got the nursery, then you got KG1, KG2, KG3. Then one after that, you go to grade 1 in China. So it's kind of 4 years of kindergarten in China. So this is a Daban or KG3 corridor with classrooms. So it's on the second floor. So nice again, same layout. You got the 2 classrooms. That's a bathroom for boys, and one for boys, one for girls in the middle. And you got the pods. So I'll give you a quick tour of one of the pods. So it's just a little room. So different layouts for each pod. So they can do some little activities for each class. Again, it's another classroom. So one of the great things about my school is that each class is designed differently by the teachers for the students. So you have a lot of flexibilities on how you want the classroom your layout of the classroom, how you want to design the classroom, how you want to arrange your furniture. It takes quite a bit of work at the start of the semester, but once you got it, you have all the freedom and flexibility to design how you see fit to benefit you and the students. So this is another K3 classroom. That's the teacher's office on the second floor. And here is my classroom, KG3E. Give a little bit of a tour. So this is our cubby for our students. So every morning they come in, change the shoe, put their bags, and take off the jackets. We've got a display here for the landform they did. And a bit of a giant horse thing we made for the Chinese New Year. And we just recently did stone soup. And we made a little giant paper mache pot, and we actually did make stone soup. So every morning, kids will come up the stairs and have a look at this on display. They do a little morning question board. So we have the things like math questions or English questions or Chinese or whatever, or on art. They just do that. It's like a registration. You complete it. That means that you're here. And then they go and put their bags down. Here in the middle, we have a little art station. So we got a bunch of different art stuff. As you can see, most of them have run out because kids use them all the time. And they sit down and do a bit of artwork. And a few weeks ago, we did the volcano. And kids were working on the volcano and the Earth lab book on the table. So drinking water, the little water machine. And we've got a display. And this is one of the main classrooms that we use for teaching and eating. So we've got 3 groups. We're 18 students, divided into 3 groups. We've got the little wall chart for stickers, collecting stickers for eating. We recently done the water cycles, water cycle bag. We tape them to the wall, to the window. Every class has a piano. It's one of the musts in kindergartens in China. So sometimes teachers will play and kids will sing a song together, or we let the kids play the piano on their station time. And we have this little music sheet for kids can follow. So it's all numbered. The keys are numbered, so kids can sort of learn piano on their own. So we have a little morning circle time board with the dates. We've got the projector, and we usually plug it in our laptop. And yeah, just a couple of resources and station. This was pretty cool. It took me a long time to design it and maintain it. So it's a record of a station. So in kindergarten, like kids is mostly play-based. So what we do is we set up a variety of stations, like an art station or maybe role play station or construction station or math station or whatever station, science station. And what they do each day, kids will pick which station they want to spend some time in. So they'll pick one of those little shapes and thing and just put it next to their name under the date. So throughout the week, we can sort of keep track on which station the kid's been playing at. And, kids can also see which station they have been spending a lot of time in. So that way we can sort of encourage, hey, have you tried a different station or, try that one. Don't always play in the one station all the time. So it just helps us to keep track for us and the students. This is my pod. So we've got the different stations. So we made some... this is Tanghulu and ice cream shop. So for the role play, kids made it and did a role play. We had the little kitchen area with the pots and pans. And this is a construction area, one of our favorite areas, especially for the boys. We've got 1,000 pieces of little wooden blocks here. And we've got the Legos and different things. And we've got the little train track sets that kids they make a sort of long train track all around. It's all been tidied up now because on Friday, we usually do, everybody does a massive cleanup to put things away. But during the week, if they build a towers or something, they can, keep it and keep working on it every day. So by Friday, they have this massive tower or a zoo or school, something they've been working on. So we got some books that they can do. We got some little costumes for the role plays they like to do. So then we got the little boys and the girls' bathroom. And we have another smaller part that we use for my class. Okay, sometimes it's just kind of, we use it for a little bit of storage and quiet part. So if I want to do some one-on-one reading with the students or practice phonics one-on-one or give some guidance or something, we do it here. So it's much more quiet away from the main playing area. And this is our second classroom. So we have a little station that students can use, mostly science and B-bots and robots. And so kids like to play here. But then after lunchtime, we use this area for nap time. So we got the beds here. So the kids will set up the bed, set up the blankets and duvets and pillows, and close the curtains, and they go to sleep for a bit in the afternoon. So that is my classroom. So again, one of the things I really like about the classroom or the international school where I work at is the flexibility. So me and my co-teacher, we get to sort of decide how we want to set up our classroom, how we want to set up our furniture, and how we want to run the classroom. So you generally have a overall schedule that everybody sort of kind of follows through, but the little details in between, it's up to each teacher on how they want to use that time to help the students. So that's one of the things I really like about working in this international school, is that I get to really try and experiment different methods and different activities, different things, and it's helped me grow as a teacher because I get to try a lot of new things. Whereas in some of the previous schools I worked at, a lot of the times if I want to try something new, they will usually just say no because they want to keep everybody exactly the same. So yeah, so I really some things I really like about this particular school is that teachers have the flexibility to run the classroom as you see fit. So one of the funny things is that you can sort of tell by each student how they behave and stuff like that. Which classroom they belong to, because every teacher has the different style and different rules and different sort of commands or classroom management styles. So everybody sort of reacts differently, and I think that's really good. So you don't always have a cookie cutter method for everybody. So everybody's kind of exposed to different styles and different method, and the students are not just sitting in one classroom. It's, as you can see, it's an open classroom. So if you look here, so as you can see, there's no doors in each classroom. I mean, there's a door for the pod, but there's no classroom door. So everything's open plan throughout, so the kids can always look at what other classes are doing. Every week they do have a chance to sort of mingle with other kids in the other classroom, play with the other classroom toys and activities. When they play outside, you're not just playing with your own classroom, you'll be outside with other classroom, so that you're not just in your own little cave. You're always open to everything around. Okay, so this is a library. So again, students have a specialist classes once a week. So there'll be library class, art class, music class, STEAM class, parkour class, PE class. So once a week. And this here is our West Playgrounds, one of the largest playground we have in KG. I'll show you that in a minute. So again, another thing I really like about at my international school where I work at, they have 3 large outdoor playground, and it's not artificial playground. It's actually all natural nature. So the grass you see outside, it's all real grass. The trees, the hills, the dirt, everything's real. Where a lot of the kindergartens in China, it's all artificial turf, or just like a little, concrete or area. There's just no real grass. They just use artificial grass. Whereas our kindergarten, it's just nature. So you can see lots of birds, insects like snails and little caterpillars and everything just walking. Kids love it. We have some couple of kids who like to just go dig around different worms and different insects. Every time we go outside to play, it's great. So they get to actually play with the sand, get your hands dirty, get to roll around in the real grass, and there's trees and flowers everywhere. We have like a peach tree, we have a yangmei fruit tree, there's a cherry tree somewhere, we have citrus trees. It's really, really good. Like, you don't really see a lot of these open spaces in kindergarten in China, especially the small public ones. So this is our garden. We plant a lot of stuff for my gardening CCA. So this is a lettuce that's been growing. And we've got some couple of beans growing out here too. What else? So we've got bicycles that kids can ride. So it's huge. As you can see, it's huge. Campus is huge. And this is just the kindergarten. It's part of the whole, we have a called K-12 school. So from kindergarten all the way to grade 12. So if there are other departments that you can go have a look, but this is just kindergarten and in itself is huge already. We've got the little outdoor classroom area. They set up some chairs for the open day tomorrow. Okay, got some birds flying around. There you go. We've got the little pond. I know you can't see it from the camera, but that's actually fish living inside the pond. And we've got the large open grass area the students can play at. It's lovely. Really, really good. So you know how it's important for kids to stay connected with nature? It's really, really something that as a parent, I really like the fact that my girls can come here and they're going to run around, roll around in the grass and get their hands dirty, you know, get dirt in their shoes and their fingers and, you know, and they just come home, you know, exhausted from playing all day. And, you know, it's something that I really like as a parent. And also as a teacher, you know, I'm really glad that we have these sort of facilities and resources, especially as an international school. You know, a lot of public schools are smaller and you have a lot more people and you don't have as spacious environment. It's mostly like very classroom based and limited outdoor area. But here it's just a huge, big area for everybody to use. Okay, this is just another little, these boxes are used for the parkour and the obstacle courses. So in the little storage there's like a ladders and planks that students can pull out and build their own sort of obstacle courses. So we've got a couple of tables set up for the parents tomorrow coming in. So this is the outside area for the nursery classroom. You have some lot of, again, other huge trees and bushes and real grass everywhere. They've been planting some stuff. Yeah, and again, this is the south playground because it's on the south side. It's very long. So we got the, again, grass is right connected right next to the KG1 classroom. So they don't have to go all around. They just go out, open the door, and they're outside already. When they finish, they can just go back in the classroom. Real ease of access there. Okay, so this is a fenced in for the thing, but the road there is not actually the main road. That's this road within the school. So like they have some cars, electric cars that go around the school because the campus is so big. So that's not actually the main road for the car. The main road is actually even further out. Okay, so this is this is a south playground, very long. This is one of the outdoor art area. Kids can like draw, paint, do some art outside. Got some fountains. Again, another like little climbing walls and sand area that they can use. Yeah, it's really nice. So again, the shades are covered, so you can still play out in the rain. And when it does rain, oh, hello, there's a little cat there. Hello, kitty. Meow. So there are some like a couple of cats roaming around, and they're super friendly. And like here, we got some cat food that we'll leave them out for them as well. So like, yeah, there's just cats there. Hello. Because I guess that they like to hang around because I guess it's kind of safe environment. Yeah, so as I was saying, even if it's raining, we don't stay inside unless it's heavy rain. Kids will just wear their raincoats and go outside and play. So that is just a brief tour of the international kindergarten that I work at. I've been here in this school for about 5 years now, and I really like it. Yeah. So there are ups and downs about the kindergartens. For example, one of the challenges is that there is high pressure in a way, whereas there's international schools are expensive for most compared to regular kindergartens. We're like 5-6 times more expensive than a regular public kindergarten would be. So the expectation sometimes their parents are paying so much money, they expect certain results in return. So that way teachers are working hard to make sure that not only they're playing, the kids are having fun, but academically they're also learning and succeeding, like English, Chinese, math, science, but also pastorally they make sure they're well looked after, well taken care of, and social emotional needs are really important too. So everything, all that, the teachers are planning, preparing, making sure all these different elements are met for the kids, but also at the same time as a whole school, there's a lot of activities and events happening throughout the year, and teachers have to be prepared to work through that, fit that into their schedule as well. So there's a lot of workload, and there's always something happening at the school. So from the teacher's point of view, it's always exhausting and tiring, and we always complain. But at the end of the day, we get on with our work. But if you look from the student's point of view, there's always something to do at school. There's never a dull moment. That's why Naicha really, really likes coming to school, because there's always something new, something engaging, some fun activity happening every week or every month. So that's a brief tour of my school. If you have any questions, leave a comment. I'll try to answer them for you. Otherwise, see you next time. Bye.